they defeat the visit 3 touchdown passes. Home at Ford Field. 5-21. The final. Lamar Jackson. His guys have a to Brandon God.
Number 3. Second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
Working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
A full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Now Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And a good to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. Able to make something out of nothing. Jackson and CD, that one puts him over 100 yards now for the ball game.
And remember when all we talked about were 100-yard games from running backs? That when a quarterback did it with 100-yard games in a season as the top running backs in the league.
Jackson, he's going to keep it himself. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
On third down, Jackson buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
To me, the defense was a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 19. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Seahawks.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, second and goal. Back now in Seattle, Washington. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that is going to set up third and goal.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now Goff on third and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now fourth and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Marquise Lee, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Big fourth down conversion for the score. And
how about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
The football going back over to Arizona now. Now, all of a sudden, we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. So they run the option here on 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Number 22.
And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now.
A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8.
Jackson going to look to do it himself. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
But it's 4th down.
4th down, here's Jackson. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Alex Anzalone and the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. From the gun, here's Goff. A slant to Jones. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The ball carrier.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. They It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
3rd and 2. Goff. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Jared Cook. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20.
So Jared Goff in the offense. Down 23-17. 1:47 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Goff. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That one unable to develop. Never got going. A loss of a couple. And it's 2nd down. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd down.
Akello Witherspoon on the coverage.
He'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And is that Jones, the one slow to get up? Yes, Julio's still down right now. We'll check on his status when we get back. Back to throw. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Goff now to throw. Incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
And he gets us to the other side of mid. They keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Now it's gone. That'll be complete to Cook. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Counting down to 30 seconds remaining. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. There he goes right side. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for Cardinals touchdown. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field on an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Jackson going to run, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Cardinals, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.